Let's see. Oh, all right. Let me see if I'm live. Yep. Okay. Hey, Kat. All right, so I'm gonna let people come on in before I start talking and everything. Kat, did you get a notification? All right, let me share this to the Facebook group. Let me find it. Now, I don't know why that picture came up where it says new bundle deals. I'm not doing any bundle deals. At least I don't think I am. All right, let's see. Uh, Let me do one more thing. I don't see. Okay, it says chat enabled, but I don't see the comments for some reason. Let me put my glasses on. See what's going on here. So I am streaming a little bit different. Uh, let's see. Event. Would it be here? Yeah, I don't know why I don't see it. Hold on, guys. Nope, I don't see the chat. Normally I would see it on the screen, and I don't see any of that stuff up here. So I don't know what's going on. Again. Okay. What is that? Oh. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to look on my phone again to see the chat because for some reason it's not on my screen. That's crazy. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So, oh well. No, I can't see your comments, Kat. I can only I don't know why. I have to see them. Hey, Sister Diane, I'm gonna have to look on my phone. I don't. It's not coming up on this screen the way that I'm streaming. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, thanks, Kat. Yeah, I don't know why it's not even giving me like an alert of anything on here the way I'm streaming. I may as well just should have streamed regular. Uh, so yeah. But anywho, can my hair look? Can my hair let me be great? I'm trying to like my picture and my logo. All right, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I'll just leave this open so I can see the comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see something really fast. So I've been making some. So this, listen, this live today is probably going to be all. I'm not going to stay all over the place, but I am going to go over a bunch of different things. Okay. Look, excuse my office because it looks a mess. It looks a mess. A mess. Get out my look. Get out my booty. Hold on. All these daggone shirts. So I need to bring this closer. I have a lot going on in this office, and I don't even think I have them all. Working. Oh yeah, I'm still working on this one. So I ran out of hangers, so I'll just put these right here. Look, I know y'all like my pants, right? Leggings. Okay. Thank you, Kat. You said it has the look of a working woman. Stop it. Okay. I know that's right. All right, so just a couple of I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of updates. First of all, welcome, everyone to my YouTube channel, Nappy the Straight. I am a with CEO of Miraclegrowthwater. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a wife, a mother, a filmmaker. I do it all. All right. Salon owner. However, I did just recently close my shop. But today I'm going to be discussing a bunch of different, I don't like the way I'm looking here. All right. Today I'm going to be discussing a bunch of different things, okay? A bunch of different things. First off, for those of you that don't know, I have started a Build Business Credit group on Facebook. I have started a Build Business Credit group on Facebook. And basically, I'm basically showing people how to build business credit without using your social security number. All right. So years ago, let's go back to maybe 10 years ago, maybe 11 years, about roughly 10 years ago, I opened up a hair salon. And when I opened up my hair salon, I basically opened it with the funds that I had in my pocket, and the funds that I had in the bank. So even with me running my salon for so many years, no one ever said anything to me about business credit. Getting things in, purchasing things for the business within the business, as far as like with business credit, like with business credit cards or with business trade lines or invoicing. No one ever told me anything about it. So basically, when it came down to even like me doing my taxes with my accountant, she's like, well, you spent a lot of money. Like, you really spent a lot of your own money. And this was years ago. And even with me having an accountant for so many years, she never even mentioned to me, have you ever thought about getting trade lines? Now, trade lines are different types of, I want to say, connections. I'm talking weird, guys, because I just broke one of my veneers. So if it pops out, don't be looking like, oh God. So back to the dentist I go. Yeah, but I just like broke it off somehow. So I glued it back on because I have some dental glue, but I need to, this one right here, I'm going to have to go in and just get it done. Like, get it fixed soon, probably next week or this weekend. I don't know. But anywho, so if it seems like I'm talking funny, it's because I don't want it to like just come out. So that's why I'm talking funny, because it feels kind of weird because I glued it back in myself. Because I was like, I can't come on here looking like Snagger, missing a tooth. So, anyhow, let's see. Thank you, Kat. So the Facebook link, guys, if you guys are looking for the Facebook link to be a part of that group, it is in the description and it's also in the comments. Okay, it's also in the comments. So as I was saying, trade lines would basically be what the different businesses, different companies that you have that you're affiliated with for your business. Meaning, if I'm even let me make sure I'm explaining this correctly so you guys can understand. All right, so trade lines would be the business accounts that you guys have, that you actually have credit with, if that makes any sense. So some businesses will offer you credit cards, some businesses will offer you lines of credit, and also some businesses will offer you invoicing. So they'll give you a certain amount of credit that you can actually spend within that business, but most of them have to be paid back within 30 days. You get what I'm saying? So most of your trade lines would have to be paid back within 30 days. Some you have to pay back every week, some every 2 weeks, and some every 2 months. Okay? So, hold on. Y'all don't understand. Listen, if it comes off, I'm putting a mask on my face and talking through a mask. Y'all are not going to see me looking like Snagger. All right. But I think I just bit it. It just feels weird. I should have just left it out. But anyway, so as I was saying, that's why it probably seems like I'm talking tongue-tied. All right? Because I feel like I'm about to just go like this. And then it's going to be off. Okay. So anywho, so that's the thing. So you can get, like I said, you can do what they have, which is called Net 7, Net 14, Net 30, Net 55. Okay? So Net 30 would mean that basically you have credit with this company and you can buy your stuff now and you have 30 days to pay it back. So I said all of what I said before to say, when I had first opened up my salon and I needed so many things in my salon, had I known about business credit or the trade lines, or I can get a line of credit with different companies, I could have bought a lot of the things that I needed ahead of time and then worried about, making the money and then paying it back later. But at least I would have had my salon, plushed out when I first started. So that is one thing, that is one reason why once I actually started getting into business credit, which was recently, guys, I'm talking about, this was like, I've been researching since November of last year. So I'm 5 months in, but I've gotten over 25 trade lines. Yeah. I've gotten a bunch of business credit cards. I probably have all of the American Express credit business accounts besides the Black Card. But I have like all of the other ones. Yeah. So I'll tell you guys as I move on, not today, but I'll tell you guys as you come on over into the Facebook group, and then I'm doing more things in there. I'll definitely tell you guys how to get a great relationship with American Express to the point that you can get approved for every card without hard pulls, without hard credit pulls. So, hold on. Okay. I'm looking at the comments over there. So, yeah. So, I'll just give you an example of some of the companies that actually you can get business credit with. You can get business credit with Dell, with IKEA, with Samsung, with, of course, all of the telephone companies. I'm trying to think of the ones that you guys are familiar with. JCPenney, Tiffany's. I saw one for Macy's, but I don't have one for Macy's. All of the gas companies, guys, all of the gas stations, you can get business credit with them. Basically, like, you can get gas cards. And what else? Who else? AT&T. I'm sorry, not AT&T. Apple has a credit card, but they don't necessarily have like a business account. Not that I've seen. Who else? I think I said Dell already. Winn-Dixie. If those of you that may still have Winn-Dixie's in your city, you can get business credit with them. Sam's Club. What's the other one? Whatever the other name is, not Sam's Club, but you guys know that they have an Costco. Costco. So there's like, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So let's just say that you're someone and you're thinking about starting a business, right? But you don't have a lot of money to start your business. But you want to purchase things for your business, but you just don't have a lot of money. So you're like, how do I do it? I'm just starting out. I haven't even made $1 with this business yet. So if you're someone that has that question, or you're thinking about it, you're like, I want to start a business. I just don't even know what to do. Where do I start? How do I start? What are my first steps? Those are also things that I teach you guys in my Facebook group. So I'm always posting in my Facebook group. I'm always posting in that group. So, when you first start a business, there's things that you need to do. A lot of people don't realize that, of course, you got to have a business name, right? But you also have to have a tax ID number for your business name. Okay? Your tax ID would be it would be like the social security number of your business. Because eventually, as you start going into business and you're getting into business, you want to be able to separate your personal from your business. Your personal can have liability. Your business you can set up your business to where your business doesn't have liability. You get what I'm saying? So those are things that you would have to know. You would have to have a DUNS number. A lot of people don't even know what a DUNS number is. You would have to also have a business email. For years, I used to try to figure out why, when I finally, years ago, used to try to get a couple of little things in my business name, and it was never going through. My business structure was not set up correctly. Even though I'm a limited liability corporation, I am an LLC, but I never had a business email. I was putting down my cell number a lot of times instead of putting down my business number. So they look at stuff like that. And there is a TransUnion, Experian, Equifax business. We have that for a personal. They also have it for a business. So there's a lot, guys. There's a lot of different things that can go on when you're talking about building business credit, and also being able to get things in your business name without actually having to use yourself as the collateral, without being a personal guarantor, if that makes any sense. Okay? So, that's just a blueprint, guys. Really fast, quick overrun, just an oversight of, what I'm going to be going over as far as getting business credit, the different links that you need, some of the, what I call cheat sheets. I have a lot of cheat sheets on how you can actually get things even if they're telling you no. You get what I'm saying? Or if you're just starting out building your credit, and they're looking for these trade lines that you made that you don't have yet, but you might want to get like an Amazon account. And Amazon is great, guys. They have Net 30, Net 55. They have a store card. They have a Prime card, and then they also have American Express cards. So there's 5 different ways that you can shop from Amazon, buy now and pay later. But I have a cheat sheet for that as well. But that's enough of that. So if anyone that watches this video either now or later and you want to get more information, then just make sure that you join my Facebook channel. Make sure that you join my Facebook page. Again, Kat did put that description in the comments below, and it's also in the description. All right? So now I want to show you guys some of the shirts that I have made. Okay? Each shirt that you see, that you're going to see, is $30. Shipping is included. Okay? Shipping is included in state. In state. So really you're paying like $20 for the shirt, and then shipping is like $9, $10 because I do ship priority. But I want to just show you guys some of the shirts that I have. If you see a shirt that you like, just type in "I want it," okay? And I'm going to tell you guys what sizes I have. Now I'm not doing any special orders. So like if somebody says I like that shirt but I'm a 2X, although I have 2X, I have size 2X shirts, I don't have the time this week to cut out some more vinyl, design and everything, because, if I have to do that, if it's a special order, add $20 to that, to the 30, okay? Because the ones that I already have now are ready to go. All right? So if you're a larger size and you need me to do a little bit more, then that's considered a special order that will not ship out like this week. because I have to make it. These, let's see. Attempt them to reconnect, reconnected. All right. Sorry, guys. The phone froze. Let me take off. And I am upstairs, and my Wi-Fi is literally, my computer is downstairs. I mean, my Wi-Fi connection is downstairs. So, yeah. Thank you, Kat. So, yeah. So, special order, guys. If say the shirts sell out, right? And you see a shirt that you want. If it's already sold out, that means I have to make it. That means you're going to pay $20 more. So, if you see a shirt that you want and it's your size, go ahead and say, hey, I want it. Okay? That's simple. So let me show you guys what I have. Look at me looking all thick and look at me. Okay, go thickums. Look. Go on thick, girl. Go on thickums. Thick but tone. All right. So, like I said, we got a lot going on today. So first I'm going to show the ones that I already have up here. All right, so the first shirt that I'm going to show you guys, it is in, I think I just made one of these. So this is in a large. So this would be for someone that's either getting ready to turn 50, or you're already 50 years old, or you know someone that might be turning 50. So this just says the one where I turned 50. And I'm showing you guys t-shirts. So I have the t-shirts, and I also have some of the shirts that are ladies, like lady shirts, women's shirts. So if you see something that you want, just say, I want it. All right? Just say, I want it. And this is a large. All right? So the next shirt is yellow, and this is a large as well. And this is for my CEOs or graduates or just anybody that knows that you got a great future ahead. So this is actually a large. And it says future, basically future ahead. You know what? Let me go live on my Facebook page too, because I'm sure somebody on Facebook probably wants a shirt. Hold on. All right, let me, hold on, guys. And I have a lot of different designs, so. Okay, why am I even, what am I on? Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Hold on a sec. Oh, I got to do that differently. Hold on, guys. Hey, Sister Vielka. Oops. Don't you hate when you're supposed to be doing something, you end up doing something else? All right, so let's see here. Let me go live. Live on, where's that little thing at? YouTube. All right, I'm gonna have to put this right here. All right, so I have 3 devices going on, guys. Okay, so again, this one is future ahead. I like that. All right, so that's 2. This one right here is a woman's shirt. This is a small. This is one of my favorites. So this says, I'm not for everyone. And this is a lady's shirt. Okay, this is not a t-shirt. It's a woman's shirt. So it says, I'm not for everyone, in blue. All right? And of course I had to make a couple of them. So I also have it in yellow. And this size is a large. And I'm not for everyone. You already know I really made that for myself. Because I'm really not for everybody. So, remember, if you want the shirt, just say me. Say I want it. That's it. Just say I want it. All right? So, this one is also... No, this is a t-shirt. Okay, this is a small... And this says, be beautiful. I'm sorry, not be... Yeah. Be beautiful. I love the way I made that. I'm about to get off of... They can come on over here. Because I'm all that streaming on all them devices. I really won't have no service. Hold on. Let me end this. Can I delete it? I'll delete it later. Next. I'm trying to delete it. All right, it'll be all right. Okay, so again, this says beautiful. But see the design? See, be beautiful. So this is a small, and this is just a t-shirt. All right? Can y'all tell I've been busy doing t-shirts? So I haven't even put the t-shirts up on my site yet, guys. I'm just showing you guys first. So this one is a medium, and it's pink. And it says beautiful. So, like, it doesn't say be beautiful. It says be you-tiful. So, like, beautiful and be you all together. So, be you-tiful. See? This is a medium. Medium. These are the first ones that I made. This one is a small, and this has glitter. So this has glitter. This is white, but it has glitter, guys. It's really, really pretty. And this is a small women's shirt. See? But this has glitter in it. So just keep that in mind. It's really, really pretty. I'm mad y'all can't really see the glitter. No, it's not. You can't really see it. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if you can see it if I turn this off. No, you still can't see it. All right. Okay, but beautiful. Like beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So I have two of those. I have one in small, and then I also have one in extra large. So this is the extra large. And it is long. Extra large. And then I have one of these, and this is a medium, which I'm probably going to keep for myself if nobody gets it. So this says, dear haters, I have so much more for you to be mad at. Just be patient. What is this right here? Okay. And this is a medium. So you guys get to see them first. All right. So this t-shirt here is a medium. And this says, thou shall not try me, mom, 24/7. It's a t-shirt. And remember, guys, I make t-shirts. So all of these I made myself. Thou shall not try me, mom, 24/7. So I have one in black with pink, and then I have this one that is a medium with the same thing but yellow, but this one I didn't put the line. So it says, thou shall not try me, mom, 24/7. And this one is, like I said, medium in pink. Okay. And these are the last two. So the future ahead, guys, I love these. I said I was going to start probably giving some of these out, the future ahead ones, as people build their business. So this one is a small. And this one is, I think, an extra large. No, a large. This one is an extra large. And then y'all know I gotta have my brand in there. So this is a small Miracle Growth Water. And this one is a medium with Miracle Growth Water in pink. And I'm going to show you guys one that I'm working on for my husband. I'm not finished with it yet, though. Oh, I have another future ahead in black with the green. I think I made that for him. But this is a shirt that I'm working on for my husband. It says push. And it says Yahuwah on the sleeve. But P-U-S-H means pray until something happens. Pray until something happens. And then you see a guy kneeling, praying. So I think I'm going to put something else on the back. I'm not sure. He may just want it just like this. But, yeah. All right. Y'all know y'all going to see me rocking different shirts. Y'all going to see me rocking different shirts. Got to be different. Glasses falling off. That'll work. I look like my logo, don't I? Okay. So how's everybody doing this evening? How's everybody doing? So I don't know about you guys, but I've been busy building. Busy building, busy building, busy building. And selling out of a lot of stuff. If you guys have been to the website, sold out of a lot of stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Sister Cat. So now I know the picture says bundle deal, but I do not have any bundles because I don't have enough product. Like I have enough product to sell individually, but not enough to be making bundles. So I hope nobody's here for a bundle. But of course, if you're Platinum Plus, you can always tired and still at work. Oh wow, Sister Diane. Of course, if you're Platinum Plus, you can always make a bundle whenever you feel like it. But yeah, but I figured I would just come on attempting to reconnect. Dad, maybe it's this one. I don't even know like if it's the way I'm streaming. No, I think it is the way that I'm streaming. I thought maybe it was like my internet connection, but I've streamed up here before and didn't lag. So I'm thinking it's the app that I'm streaming through. So I do apologize for that, guys. But like I said, I'm not going to be on here long because not a lot of people, this wasn't a planned video. So I don't want to say, oh, who wants this, who wants that, showed. I talked about the business, about business credit and how to build it, and talked about my group that I have. Showed you guys some of the shirts that I made because I do have a t-shirt business. I just don't talk about it. I do have a t-shirt business, so I just showed you guys that. I also have an online boutique, so I have a lot of clothes, but I don't even feel like getting up showing those. I'm wrong for that, but I don't feel like doing all that. So, that's it. It's Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Yes, one of those days where you're happy that it's not Monday, but you can't wait for Friday. Thank you, Sister Diane, but you can't wait till Friday. So, make sure you guys check out my group. Those of you that are already in a group, a lot of vital, important information that I've already shared. You can always go. You can always go to the group section where it says featured, and there you will see a lot of the links and different things that I have posted. Now, one major thing that I do have in that Facebook group is I show you the steps that you need to take. Try to follow those steps, guys, because I'm telling you, if you just try to skip around, you're going to wonder why you're the person that every time you try to apply for something in your business name, it's going to keep getting denied. So there is a protocol that you guys need to follow in order to start getting approvals. Like I said, I just started building my business credit for November, December, January, February, March. So 4 months going into 5. And I've been pretty much getting approved for everything. Another thing that you need to do, a lot of people don't realize that before you start even applying for things that you need to freeze your credit. A lot of people don't even know how to freeze your credit. And you can do that on your own. So there is a protocol, guys. Hey, Sister Gigi. You just got it? Wow. That's crazy. How you doing, sis? So yeah. So there definitely is a protocol to building business credit, and it's not hard. Some people think, I was told, someone said to me, the reason why they haven't started building business credit yet is because a couple of people told them that they needed to be in business for 2 years before they actually started. That's not true. That's not true. The quicker you start, the better. The quicker you start, the better. Okay? So again, in my Facebook group, and it's a free group, guys. In my Facebook group, I give you the blueprint of how and what you need to do and things that you can do. It's like, let's just say you don't even have a business, but lately you've been thinking about starting one. Where do you start? What do you do to actually be successful? How do people find you? What type of website should you do? And, let's say you have $0 and you're like, hey, I don't have any money starting up. So what can I do to get started with no money? Okay. So I have information on that as well. So guys, listen, we're at a stage where nobody knows what tomorrow's going to bring, right? Look what happened with the pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people just weren't even prepared for, what if I can't go to work? What happens if my job shuts down, or if my job shuts down for a little while and then my job never opens back up? Where's my fallback? Like, how can I do something, anything, to where I can still pay my bills, because maybe I only have enough money in my bank account for a month's worth of, bills. What happens after that? So everyone should be thinking about several streams of revenue, not just one or two. You need to be thinking about several, and there's so many different ways that you can make money without spending money. If you are a stay-at-home mom or dad or sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, doesn't matter, grandparent, if you're someone that stays at home, there's even jobs for you at home that you can do to make, extra money. So again, going back to the group that I started, and the only reason why I started it, guys, was because no one told me, and then when I started going to some of these other groups that I'm in, I'm like, wow, they're really sharing a lot of information. Like, that is so neat, how people are just giving back. Because a lot of people, listen, a lot of people will level up and they'll have you in the dust trying to figure out how she did it or how did he do it. A lot of you guys saw my new Mercedes that I bought, right? I bought that in my business name with my tax ID. Okay? So now, not only do I have the trade lines, the credit cards, and the relationships with these companies, the lines of credit. Now I also have an automobile that I bought through my business. And you know what else, guys? It's a tax write-off. A lot of people don't realize that. People buy cars every day, right? You have a business, but you're not making your business work for you. So you buy a car and you bought it in your personal name. You can't write that off. You could try to, but if you get caught, hello, But if you purchase a car through your business, all of your car payments, you can write off. Your maintenance, anything that you do for that car, you can write off because it's part of your business. So I bought a new car, but for me, it's an investment. People just see this beautiful 2021 Mercedes, coupe. They're like, "Ooh, wow." But for me, it's an investment. You get what I'm saying? So when these companies or these banks, like let's just say I want a business loan. When these banks go to look at my credit and they see that I have different types of credit, that I've been paying on, as well as a large purchase, as far as my vehicle, because that's the largest purchase that's on my business credit. Then if I want $100,000 loan, $200,000 loan, $250,000, I should be able to get it with no problem because of the trade lines that I've set up for myself on my business, through my business. You guys get what I'm saying? So listen, there is so many different things that you can do when you have a business if you are structured correctly, if you have it set up correctly. In business, now I'm going to speak to the people that already have a business, okay? What do you do when you have those slow months? And your bills still have to be paid. And maybe you sell products or you sell clothing or you might have a restaurant or anything, and right now is getting slow for you. What do you do? Or it's slow and you're selling out of a lot of stuff, but you're still getting some sales, but it's slow, but you're selling out of some things, but you really don't have the extra money to go out and buy more inventory, to maybe sell something a little different until your business picks up. That's where those lines of credit, guys, that's where those business credit cards, especially American Express, that's where all of that comes into play. Because if you have enough business credit or lines of credit or credit cards, there's ways that you can get money off of those credit cards to pay your bills without going into debt. So those are the things, guys, that I am going to be teaching a lot of people that are in my business group. All right. I'm going to be doing podcasts. So a lot of information that you just don't know, or you may want to know, but you've probably been searching or asking people and they just don't tell you. Because I know for years, my husband and I were asking people, okay, well, I know you can buy a car in your business. How do you do it? Or through your business, how do you do it? And no one would ever tell us. And in some of the groups that I'm in, they were actually telling us, but not telling us. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't until I actually went and bought a vehicle myself to see that, okay, well, some of this stuff they're not on the up and up about. Okay? I'm sure a lot of you that may be in some of the groups that I'm in or may have been doing your research, you'll hear people say, oh, well, never put down your social. Don't put down your social security number if you're trying to get business credit. Or don't put down your social. Listen, once you've frozen your credit and the creditors go to look just to even identify you, they're not going to see, listen, they're not going to see, if you don't put down your social for certain things, then they don't know that you are the person that owns the business and so on. You could put that all day long, but you're going to get into a problem of some of these companies want to do a soft pull. A soft pull basically just tells them, hey, this person's information is correct, because think about it. If it was just that easy to just put down business information and then put down the address, how many people, think about this now, how many people that know your business information could put your stuff down and get stuff in your business name if they didn't ask for some of your personal information to make sure that you are the person that owns the business? So you get what I'm saying? So don't be afraid when you open up those applications and you see that it says social security number, birthday. Now, a lot of times it will ask you on the application, would you like to personal guarantee for better chances of getting approved? Now, that's up to you whether or not you want to use yourself as the backup person saying, hey, if my business doesn't pay for this, then I can be held responsible as far as, paying for it. That's what a personal guarantor is. Not co-signer. Not a co-signer. A co-signer is very different than a PG, which is a personal guarantor. Certain things that you're going to want to get, or depending on how early on, how new your business is, some things you're not going to be able to get right away. That's why you need to follow the blueprint that I actually share with everybody in my group, in my Facebook group. So they have what they call tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 1 is where you start. Tier 2 is, okay, now I've gotten some things, I got some trade lines. So now let me go ahead over to tier 2. And that also depends sometimes on your personal credit, because some things you can use your personal credit to get approved through your business as well. And then tier 3 just means, hey, tier 3 is like cars, apartments, houses, and all that. So me, when I did mine, I went from tier 1, I jumped down to tier 3, and then I went to tier 2. I was able to do that because some of the credit cards that I already had were reporting, because they were business. They were business credit cards. So they were already reporting. So it wasn't nothing for me with 5 months, learning, guys. It wasn't nothing for me to kind of hop around, But I did make sure that I did get a lot of the tier 1 trade lines. I did make sure that I had, enough of those. And some things I did PG. I didn't have a problem with that. Because I know that I'm going to pay this stuff back. So another thing that people get confused about, and remember, guys, this is me researching. I'm talking about so many nights of not even sleeping, coming on here tired. Y'all know, coming on here tired, but just doing my research, because someone can tell you whatever they want to tell you, right? But if you don't research what someone said, then you don't know that what they're telling you is 100% truth. Even with everything that I'm telling you guys, still research. Still do your due diligence. Still do your research, okay? So I noticed that in a group, right? And I'm going to say this, that people kept saying, oh no, don't PG, don't PG. It's going to show up on your credit. Don't PG, don't PG. Personal guarantee it. Don't PG, don't PG. But then I started thinking about it. I've been personal guaranteeing things for 50 years. For 50 years. Okay, I wasn't, getting credit when I was 1 or 2. But you guys get what I'm saying. I've been doing that all my life. So why is it now that it's don't PG? No. Depending on what you want, some things, if you want it bad enough, you can PG it. And what does that mean? That means that you're telling, let's just say you want a $100,000 loan, right? And the bank, they're like, and then so the bank manager's saying to you, well, you know what? I can possibly get this approved for you if you PG it. If you decide that you're going to be a personal guarantor on this loan, I can give you this $100,000. But because you've been in a group, thank you, Sister Gigi. Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. But because you've been in a group, because this is where I was, not saying I went out to get $100,000, but I'm just saying, like, when I went to get my car, because I kept saying, don't PG, don't PG, don't PG. The first thing I said was, nope, I'm not signing nothing, but I'm giving you this and that and the third. You're not getting none of my personal information. Then I'm sitting there, I'm sounding stupid to myself. So, again, you guys are going to watch videos, and you're also going to see in groups that people are going to say, I bought this car that was $200,000, and the only thing I gave them was my tax ID, and I didn't PG it. Listen, guys, unless they've already bought cars in their business name, they telling you a damn lie. They're telling you a lie. A lot of people, I think, just want to look like they're doing more than the next person. So they're saying that they're not personal guaranteeing these big, big loans. But think about it. No bank, no car dealership is going to give you a $200,000 car and you just started your business last week. It doesn't work that way. And also, it's not as easy as just going in there, writing down your business name, and putting down your tax ID. It's not that simple. It's not that simple, guys. Trust me, because I just purchased an $80,000, well, 80, 90, close to $100,000 car. Yeah. And trust, it was not easy at all. I thought that because of the group that I was in, that I could just write down my tax ID, show my LLC, or give them, hey, I'm a LLC. And no, it was more to it than that. More to it than that. Because of the fact that I had never purchased a car in my business name, I already had a strike. I already had one strike. Okay? A lot of my trade lines were not reporting yet. So that's another thing you guys have to keep in mind. When you start getting business credit, right? And you start getting these trade lines, which is these companies reporting that, hey, this person does have credit, with us. So some companies don't even start reporting for 60 days. Some companies don't report for 90 days. So, yes, I have all these trade lines that I started back in November, but a lot of them are not even showing up yet. So when I go into the bank or I go into the car dealership and they pull up my business credit, it doesn't matter that I have 7 American Express cards. That's, no limits. No preset limit. Because how many of those have actually started reporting? It doesn't matter that I have Samsung, that I have Amazon, that I have Dell, that I have all these other companies, because all of them are not reporting. So they looking at me like, we see 5 trade lines reporting right now. Like, you trying to get, like, come on, lady. Like, what you going to do? And, and so initially, well, you know what? I'm not even going to get into, listen, put it like this. I went in for a car that was, probably would have been about 180. I know, I was like, hey, go for the gusto. Why not? Let's just see. Because first it was just a test when I was in there. Because I actually went to the dealership to get a new key. A new battery for my key. For the Mercedes that I had that I actually traded in. Yeah. So first time ever trading in a car. But put it like this, guys. I sat there, I used my common sense, and I ended up leaving out. I drove in with a 2018 Mercedes that I had just bought last year, but that was in my personal name. So I was still trying to figure out, how can I get everything out of my personal name and put it in my business so that now I got tax write-offs? I'm making things work for me versus just buying stuff to say that I have it. So no one ever mentioned that I could take my car that was under my social, that I could actually take my car, trade it in, and purchase a vehicle in my business name. So not only did, listen now, watch now, look y'all, I got two things going on here. Not only after I did my magic, and listen, I'll tell y'all about all of that in my group. In my group. This is why you want to be in my Facebook group, guys. Everybody that's here now, even if you don't have a Facebook page, make one just to be in this group. Make one just to be in this group. Because every day I'm still doing my research. I'm still doing my research. And the things that I learn, I bring it to the group. Okay, so we can say this is like my semi-podcast for that. But things that I learned, I bring it to the group. Because a lot of people, guys, they don't want to tell you. That, put it like this. 10 things that I've already shared in there, people pay for that. People pay to learn how to build business credit. People pay to have the whole list. Because I have not, listen, I haven't shared the whole list yet. I ain't crazy. But I've shared, enough of stuff to where you guys can get started. Hey, Sister Teresa. So, the information that I'm sharing, guys, for free, people are paying hundreds or over $1,000 to sit with someone that has built their business credit, that has gotten all of these different credit cards that, that's basically leveling up the value of what they're worth. Because remember I told you guys, by December I plan on being a millionaire. And that may not just be in cash. That's going to be in assets, in property, in everything. But that is my goal, to become a millionaire before 2023. That's my goal. That's my goal. And I plan on having 7, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 streams of income coming in to get me there. As well as, like I said, credit, assets, bank account, all of that. And I can show you guys how to do it as well. And this is no scamming, no gimmicks, no nothing. Someone's probably saying, well, why are you giving information? Because nobody gave it to me. And that's my way of giving back. Because, it's time for us, guys. It's time for us. And if COVID taught you anything, it should have taught everybody that nothing is guaranteed, not even your job that you worked at for 20-something years. Working, slaving to make somebody else rich. Getting up every day to make somebody else's company grow. How about growing your own company? If you could do it for somebody else, you could do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you could do it for somebody else, you can do it for yourself. So again, when I went in for just to change my battery. I went in just to change my battery. But then they took a while to change the battery out. So I'm like, hey, I'm in Mercedes. This is what I do, because I love Mercedes, guys. That's the first car that I ever bought for myself. My first car was a BMW. That's what my dad gave me. So he set the bar high. So you can't go from a BMW to a Honda. It doesn't work that way. So I like luxury cars. That's what I'm used to, And these days, like I always tell everybody, and I'm not saying this to brag or boast. I'm saying this that if I could do it, and I'm just like you, I'm somebody's sister, aunt, mother, cousin, niece, grandchild, so daughter. So if I can do it, you can do it. If I could do it, you could do it. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it. And where am I? Okay, sorry guys, look like I froze again. But all you need is a computer. And if you don't have a computer, you can apply on your phone. But like I said, you got to follow the blueprint. And luckily for me, I kept on praying, because I said, listen, I've been in business for myself for too long not to know these things. And when I prayed, I was on Facebook one day, and the Father showed me this group. It was like right on the side, like the group just popped up. The group just popped up, and I was like, oh, let me go check it out. And there was so much information in there. And I took that information and I ran with it. And then I started doing my own research besides what people were posting in the group. And then I came on YouTube and I started doing research and everything. And so, yes, I've learned a lot. I don't just go off of what I see in a post. I researched that post, because I'm like, that don't sound right. Or maybe it does, or maybe it doesn't. But as I was saying, so not only, getting back to the car, not only did I purchase a car last August and it's already paid off. Yeah, it's already paid off in my personal credit, because that same car that I had, that I drove in Mercedes in, that 2018, once I started looking around and I sat down and I was talking to the guy and I figured out how and what I had to do to actually get a car in my tax ID, in my business name. Once I figured it out, I left out of there with a 2021 and with a higher trade line on and in my business name. So on my business credit and in my business name. And then now that car that I had that was $50,000 that I had just bought in August, that balance is zero because Mercedes bought that car. So they paid off my balance. So now as far as Chase is concerned, wow, she just got this car and within less than a year, the car is paid off. So that makes me look good with Chase. And of course, it looks great on my personal credit. Because I know I keep telling y'all business credit, right? But it don't look bad to have good personal credit as well. You feel me? Because now you can leverage. Now you got two ways to play besides just this way. See, some people that build business credit, their personal credit is shot. So they really want to, freeze their credit. Some companies are going to say, hey, we need you to unfreeze because we need to see such and such. And that's what it was in my case. So when I went in to get a car, listen, guys, unless you already, and I'm telling this for anybody that's going to see something, people are lying to you. Unless you already have a whole bunch of trade lines, like let's just say you've been building your business credit forever. So you have a lot of stuff showing in your business name. They may not even ask you for your social at all because you have enough presence in your business. But if you're just starting out, trust, they're going to ask for that social. Okay? And there's two things you can do. You can co-sign or you can personal guarantee. So what I did was to get my vehicle, especially because it was higher, way higher than any vehicle that I had ever bought. It was like they were looking like, you kind of want a whole lot of car for someone that just, So what I did was I personal guaranteed mine. And that's how mine got approved. I put some money down. Yeah, I wasn't playing. So I showed them, listen, I know you feel like you're taking a chance on me because of how high this car is and what's reporting right now that you can see. But not only am I trading in a car, now this is what I did personally. This is not, everybody does not have to do that. All right? Everybody does not have to do that. But I knew that basically I wanted a higher trade line in my business credit reporting. So that way, if I do want a $200,000 loan, the bank ain't looking at me like I'm crazy. They're going to say, you know what? Yes, we can approve you for that. Okay? So what I did was I already traded in my car because remember, I was trying to get that out of my personal. I was trying to get everything that I could out of my personal and do everything through the business, because when you're talking about doing everything again, when you're talking about doing everything through your business, guys, you can write this stuff off. Truck drivers that have trucks that weigh over a certain amount, did you guys know at the end of the year, if their truck is not over a certain amount, they can write off the entire cost of the truck. Yeah. They can write it off. So, all right. So here it is. So I got the car, out of my personal credit, traded that towards the new car that I was getting, the 2021 Mercedes. I also put money down. And let me tell you guys why I put money down. Besides having a lower car payment, I had just recently gotten a bunch of maybe 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, between 5 and 6 American Express business cards. So I got the plum, I have the gold, and I have the platinum. Only one I don't have is the black card. Working on that. So I have the gold, I have the platinum, and I have gold, platinum, and plum. I didn't even know they had a plum. Plum card, guys, is you can pay that instead of having to pay back in 30 days. You can pay the plum back in 60 days. So that's a whole nother conversation with American Express. Because I've had American Express personal cards for years. I would never get the business card because of the fees, not realizing that if you work your card right, you'll have the money on the card, in the card, to take care of the fees. So with American Express, American Express has what they call intro incentives. So basically with American Express, right? Depending on how much you spend in the first 3 months, they give you points back, right? Guys, these points turn into money. So you can use the points towards purchases that you've made. You can use the points to shop. You can use the points to get gift cards, to travel. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with the points. So what I did was I took two of my new cards, right? And I put a deposit on one, because I don't think a lot of you realize this. You do not have to put money down to purchase a car. A lot of dealerships will take a credit card as your down payment. A lot of people don't know that. You can actually, depending on how much money you have on your credit card, you can cash a car out. You can cash a house out if you know how to do it right. And it depends on how much you have, and then just pay that credit card back. So not only, guys, let me just show you what I did there. Not only did I make a huge purchase, so that means I'm going to get a lot of points back, especially like they want you to spend a certain amount to get that bonus, because I'm like, y'all gonna give me my bonus. I will put everything on the American Express. And also, don't be afraid to call these creditors and ask them how to use their card, because that's what I did. I was on the phone with the lady from American Express probably about a whole hour, asking her everything, because that's her job to tell me, because I'm the customer, you know. But let me show y'all how I work this to where it raised my, my trade line. Okay. So, all right. So what did I do with my credit card, right? So, all right. So here we go. So I got my car out of my personal name, right? So boom. So now I have that paid off. So that's a balance of zero. So just in case, hey, let's say I wanted to buy another car in my personal, right? I don't have my new car showing on there, even though I did personal guarantee it. So I didn't co-sign for my loan, guys. I personal guaranteed it. So what does that mean? That means that while I'm making payments on this new car that I have for my business, in my business name, it's showing on my business credit that I am making payments on this vehicle, right? It's not showing on my personal. Although I did personal guarantee it, it's not coming up on my personal. The only way that loan is going to show on my personal is if I default on the loan. Meaning, if the business defaults on the loan. So if my business does not pay the payments that it's supposed to pay, and that car gets repoed, then now it's going to show on my personal credit. But of course, why would I not pay my car? I mean, think about it. So I didn't co-sign, guys. When somebody co-signs, it's on your credit and their credit. I personal guaranteed my vehicle purchase through my business. I said, hey, I am a dweller. I own miraclegrowthwater. So you know what? If miraclegrowthwater doesn't pay, I, a dweller, will pay. I'll take the brunt of, hey, pay it. So that is how I was able to get my car. Plus, I put money down, right? So let me go back to it. So not only did I use not one credit cards, I used two because I have two new business American Express cards, right? And I have to spend a certain amount of money to get that intro bonus. And that intro bonus, guys, is a couple of $1,000s. So who doesn't want that? You feel me? The points that they're going to give me amount up to a couple of $1,000s. So who doesn't want $2,000 free just because you spent a certain amount of money on this credit card? So because, like I said, they're new. Remember, guys, I've been building business credit for 5 months, 4 going on 5. So I have 2 businesses. Yeah, actually 3, but I have 2 LLCs. So let me just get back to what I was saying. So, all right. So as far as my personal credit, and yes, my personal credit is good, but it took me a while to get there, but I am in the 700s. Okay. I am in the 700s. All right. So, not only did I knock out 2 cards, because I'm like, dang, I'm getting all these business cards. Because think about it. As I'm getting them, I'm like, hey, the more things that show, the more things I can get. You get what I'm saying? The more credit that shows on my business, the better. So one other thing, guys, let me just say this before I forget. Good thing about business credit, that it doesn't matter about, like, you know how in your personal they want you to stay under 30% because that looks so bad. If you go over 30% with your total credit, it looks bad, or the inquiries and stuff look bad. Hey, with business credit, you don't got to worry about that. Inquiries don't even bother you. It's times that I sat up from 9 o'clock in the morning to probably 6 o'clock that next morning just applying for business credit. So I might have had 30 inquiries overnight. But, okay, so getting back to what I was saying again. So now, let me show y'all how I knocked all this stuff out and raised, like, my business credit score. Okay, so I use my gold and my platinum, right? So I put a deposit down on this one. Even though I could have just used that one card, I said, nope, split it into 2. So that helped me get closer to that bonus, right? Did that. Okay. Also, remember, so now I did that, right? Did that. Got the other card out of my personal. So I put a deposit down on one card, put a deposit down on the other one, traded the car in to get the car out of my personal, so that now because I had a loan with Chase Bank. So now Chase could pay that off. So on my personal credit, it's going to drop for a minute, but then it's going to go back up. So that's going to look excellent because now I don't even have that $50,000 debt. That's off of my personal credit, right? That's off. So now we go back into my business, right? So not only was I able to add a huge trade line, because now I have a car. So they want you to have with business, with credit period, whether it's business or personal, they want you to have a mixture of, credit, right? So I have credit cards. I have trade lines. I have lines of credit. I have charge cards. I have gas cards. And now I have a vehicle on there, right? So that alone, from everything that I just told you guys, from me trading a car in to purchasing a car in the business, that's 1 plus. I use 2 different credit cards, right? I use 2 separate credit cards. Even though they're business, they're still going to report separately, even though it's American Express. So that's boom, boom. So that's 3 pluses for me. Also, I put down money. I put down the deposit on it, right? So as far as the bank is concerned, they're like, oh, okay. Because at first I was like, I'm putting down $0. Y'all going to approve me. I ain't putting down nothing. That's what I'm used to, not having to put down anything. But I was like, hey, make it work for you. So, and then also, the big thing is, and this is really 2. Not only do I have a new trade line that's going to report, it's a vehicle and it's a high, trade line. So with just buying my car, I got 5 pluses. Well, actually really 6, because I can write off the payments at the end of the year. You feel me? All of that with just purchasing a car. All of that with just purchasing a car in my business name. So when you start doing your research and you're in some of these groups and you're seeing people saying, hey, I bought this and I didn't PG it, or I bought this. Listen, when you start building your business credit, you have to go with what works for you. You can't look at a truck driver that has been building business credit for 10 years, right? And he might be worth millions or let's say over 500,000. And so he makes a post and says, hey, I went to the dealership and I went through, we'll say Alley. I went through Alley and I purchased 3 vehicles in my business name today, and I didn't have to PG. They just asked me for my tax ID. You guys have to keep in mind, that person already has a relationship with the banks. Like when I went, I don't remember anyone saying unfreeze your credit before you make a vehicle purchase, because remember their whole thing was freeze the credit, freeze the credit, freeze the credit. You know, so my whole thing was, hey, my credit is frozen, so that means that when somebody tries to go look at it, they can't. I don't have a hard inquiry, you know, because they can't go look at it. That can harm you or help you. A lot of times when you apply for credit, guys, and we're just discussing business credit. The way that it helps you is that, yes, they said it wasn't a hard pull. So if it was a hard pull, they couldn't pull your credit anyway. You know, inquiries stay on your credit for a couple of years. So they couldn't pull your credit because it was frozen. But now, some companies, remember at the beginning of this conversation, I told you guys, some companies just want to make